Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. I have the Housewives Tarot on the tarot table for this one. We're looking at Meghan today and her attempts to hog the limelight, advance herself in sometimes awkward moments. Previous reading, the Kris Jenner 70th birthday party she allegedly was treating as an audition for the next Bond girl. And now we are looking at the announcement that Meghan's holiday special, the With Love Meghan holiday special, which we assume is the last outing of her Netflix show, has been moved from November. It was supposed to be streaming this month to the 3rd of December, and immediately inquiring minds went looking to see what royal event might be happening on the 3rd of December, and lo and behold, it is the German state dinner at Windsor Castle. And we know that Meghan likes to try and rival, overshadow, whatever you want to call it, royal events, especially ones that feature the Princess of Wales. The Princess of Wales, of course, at the previous state dinner, the one with President Trump, she was all the news. She looked absolutely fantastic. She held his attention all evening. It was all about her. So now here comes Meghan's holiday special streaming, trying to compete with the royals and the state dinner. Now, Meghan has been accused of being obsessive and reactive recently by PR people for doing this. That previously you might have said it was a coincidence if she announced something at exactly the moment a big royal event was happening, but no longer a coincidence. It looks very intentional. She's been doing it a lot recently, announcing things to overshadow, for instance, Earthshot, her return to acting and all the rest of it, launching her new range of whatever's at as ever. So obsessive and reactive, I think, fits the bill. We're going to have a little 5-card reading today. Quite busy here at MadWorldTarot with family, and also another very smoky, fiery, difficult day here where I am. So we're all about sneezy and headachy and blocked up and frazzled. But we're going to have a quick look at this. We're going to ask about the change of date. We're going to ask if this is a bit of Kate-hate, as I call it here on this channel, that she's just motivated by Kate-hate, and this is what's really going on. We're going to ask about the obsessive and reactive thing. Anything universe wants to tell us through the medium of tarot about that. How concerned really should we be about the obsessive and reactive thing, and how's Meghan going to do in this rivalry that is all in her own mind? Nobody else is trying to compete with her. How's she going to do on the day with this holiday special, the table setting? It looked tragic. If you've seen it, it really was pitiful. And also interesting gossip going around about that emerald green dress she's wearing. Last seen, I think it was in the Cut, a fashion shoot, where rumour has it certain items went missing after that fashion shoot. The designer in question just couldn't find them when she went looking for them some time later. Interesting, don't you think? Coincidence or not, we don't know. Let's remind you that this is tarot for fun and entertainment. It is all speculation. It's all my opinion. I look at energy around rumors and gossip, and of course there is a disclaimer in the box below. And we got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse as our underlying energy. Not surprising at all to see that card. It's the card of teamwork and collaboration when it's upright, working with people. In reverse, a bit of sabotage there. You can actually see it in this card. Interestingly, this Housewives Tarot, lone wolf kind of energy, running interference with other people who are working together for the greater good, and that's what she's up to. Not a surprising energy. It's always interesting though when tarot is so direct and so obvious in the cards that it gives. In my opinion, that is a very direct and obvious energy, that 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So let's get to the actual reading, see what's going on. What is the heart of the matter? What are we dealing with? 10 of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who is desperately unhappy. The Ten of Cups is maximum happiness, emotional fulfillment, feeling very comfortable, very safe in a family environment mostly. And of course she is now excluded from the royal family. She's not part of them. They don't want anything to do with her. She tells us she wants nothing to do with them. But she's smarting with that Ten of Cups in reverse. She thought that they would be begging her to go back, and especially given the very difficult year that they had last year, and she thought it would be her opportunity to swoop in on her terms when she felt like it and save the day, and they would all bow down and be so grateful to her. And of course none of that happened, and who has ascended to dizzying heights in terms of her appearance, her energy, her popularity and all of that is the Princess of Wales. It's not how it was supposed to go. That's not the story that Meghan Markle wrote. But Ten of Cups in reverse tells me that she's actually quite out of balance emotionally. I'm using careful language. I'm not diagnosing. I'm just saying very unhappy, very unhappy, and possibly spiraling. I got spiraling energy in the previous reading today as well, just saying. So let's have a look at this change of date, just generally tell us what it's about from November to the 3rd of December. Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands is triumph, it's victory. When it's upright, it's winning. And in reverse, it tends into quite strong narcissistic energy, not diagnosing, narcissistic behavior. Let's call it that. Very egotistical, going to win at all costs, desperate. That is how it's reading for me. So really trying to compete, but competing from a very weak place and driven really by a real ego, a really wounded ego. Let's call it that. That's how it's reading for me. Is the dominant motivation for doing this to do with the Princess of Wales? I want to know if the Kate thing is still as strong as it has been in previous readings of mine. Let's ask that question, the Kate. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And this is somebody who realizes that their opportunity has been lost. Their big opportunity has been lost. She threw it away. It's a very similar energy to what came up in the previous reading. The Amazon reading, the Bond Girl reading, Jeff Bezos. And the Ace of Pentacles is again a path, a future opportunity that's been blocked, being thwarted. And I suspect that she really blames the Princess of Wales for blocking that path. It's interesting, that gloved hand. It's you know, the velvet glove kind of thing, that she comes across the Princess of Wales as quite soft and gentle and kind, and you know, it doesn't push herself forward like Meghan does. Meghan is very dominant and very assertive. Princess of Wales is quite different. But we discover over time, we have discovered over years, that the Princess of Wales is actually really very strong. She's got her own mind. She knows her own mind. She gets her own way. She didn't always, because she was quite willing to sacrifice herself along the way, but I think no longer. And I think Meghan realizes that. And I think even Meghan, who is not that perceptive, I think when it comes to strategy and street fighting and that kind of stuff, I think she knows. And I think she knows what she's up against. And I think that gloved hand has wrestled that pentacle away from her and blocked her progress. We have heard very recently, and I think in fact I've read on it, that Meghan blames the Princess of Wales for the failure of her brand launch as ever. That somehow the Princess of Wales has got these extraordinary powers of influence and has caused that brand to fail. Basically, that's how it's reading for me energetically. Of course, all my opinion, tarot, all of that stuff. So let's ask about the obsessive and reactive thing that has been identified very strongly very recently in the British press. It's been named, it's been called out. I want you to just know whatever Universal has to say about it, and really how dangerous is it. Five of Swords in reverse. This is fighting for the sake of fighting. This is fighting that's just going to go on and on and on and on and on, snipping and sniping at someone, sniping away, sniping away at someone, even though the battle has been lost, really. The war has been lost. Still, these little skirmishes are going to go on and on and on, and some of them aren't so little. It's dangerous energy, because somebody who doesn't know when to just give up, when to cease hostilities, when to admit defeat and just walk away from the thing, that kind of person can do a lot of damage just at an energetic level. And it's known, it's absolutely seen. Very, very, very insidious energy, and the level of damage that can be done. Long-term damage, in my opinion, or my opinion, of course. So how's it going to go on the night of the 3rd of December when Meghan launches her With Love Meghan holiday special in that emerald green dress, and the rest of them are at Windsor having a state dinner? How's it going to go for Meghan? Page of Swords in reverse. She's going to get a lot of criticism. Page of Swords. It's curiosity, the little curious creature of the tarot, basically, the Page of Swords. Someone who's always got an inquiring mind, investigating, looking, exploring. When it's in reverse, being quite critical, being quite suspicious, gossipy, and especially on social media. So I think that she's going to get a lot of negative feedback, and in my opinion, very much deserved. It's going to be quite painful for her to read, to hear about. We know that she doesn't allow comments on her Instagram, but there are going to be comments elsewhere, and they, I think, are going to be pretty brutal. It tells me that people are going to see what she's about, are going to see the level of obsession, targeting in particular the Princess of Wales. And I do believe that her show is going to be ridiculed, criticised, and is going to land very badly. What a surprise. But there it is. That's the reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.